Vaynerchuk, or otherwise known as Gary V. Okay, yeah, he's been on social media, TikTok, really popular. I don't agree with every single thing he says. I don't agree with every single influencer. I don't know. I mean, you have to pick and choose. You have to listen to what they say and decide, okay, if this is true, if this makes sense, it doesn't make sense. But there's one that Gary Vaynerchuk said that really resonated with me. Being a small business owner and having to deal with people. And trust me, dealing with people is not an easy task. Okay, it really isn't. Gary V was in an interview. One important piece of advice he would give somebody, and what he said was, get that poison out of your head and tell it to the person that needs to hear it. So what does that mean? And I'll tell you from personal experience here, is that sometimes you're dealing with employees. Certain people are not doing things correctly. And what happens is, depending on your personality, you may want to sugarcoat the shortcomings of the person, and you may not want to offend them and tell them as it is. Some people are just really brash and they would just tell you as it is. That's not really my personality. So what I found is I always started to sometimes want to sugarcoat things and not try to quote unquote hurt people's feelings. In the long run, that hurts you and it hurts everybody. Because when you try to sugarcoat something, when you don't just get that out of your head and tell it to the person that needs to hear it and tell them as it is, the person tends to trivialize the mistakes and is very likely to repeat the mistakes. And when they keep repeating the mistakes, then the other employees who have to work with that person, now they begin to suffer. They begin to get frustrated because the person is constantly making the same mistake over and over, or behaving in a certain way. At the end of the day, you as the business owner, you have to confront people and call things out as they are. Sugarcoating and avoiding the issue, avoiding it is even worse. At least if you're sugarcoating it, you're at least trying to face up. At least you're trying to face it. But if you're avoiding it, it is going to fester. And what is going to happen is that you're going to have good employees who are getting frustrated by having when one person keeps getting away or keeps making the same mistake over and over, or keeps repeating the same behavior patterns over and over, and it is not changing. Okay, and what happens is the poison in your head is you constantly thinking about this person behaving in a certain way over and over and over, and it does affect you. Okay, so that is the poison you need to get out of your head. And how do you do that? That you just tell it to the person. You have to tell it to the person as it is. There's something that as a business owner you need to know. If everybody likes you, you're doing something wrong. There's absolutely no way everybody's gonna like you. If everybody likes you, that means likely you're letting people get away with things that they should not be getting away with it, and they quote unquote like you for it. Ultimately, it's gonna hurt you, and it's gonna hurt your good employees. Okay, so that is one piece of advice that Gary Vaynerchuk gave. That just stuck with me. Okay, get that poison out of your head and tell it to the person that needs to hear it.